All right, so we're going to dive into Olympia. Now, in diving into Olympia, I'm going to kind of break it into the trifecta. There's Lacey, there's Olympia, and there's Tumwater. And each market's a little bit different, but if you're looking for a home in Olympia, this is where you're going to be looking at kind of in those three areas. And there's some specifics that I think are important for you to know, so you're going to want to stick around for that. So first, let's dive into Lacey's numbers. So Lacey had 46 homes sell in the month of January. 15 of those were new construction, 31 of them were existing homes. And in the month of January, there was 55 new homes that came into the market, 21 being new construction and 34 being resale. At the end of the month, we ended up in Lacey with 39 homes for sale and a 1.3 months of inventory. And we're going to jump around why that's important for you here in just a minute. But you need to know the average home is going to be selling for $524,000. And in a rolling 12 months, that's actually a drop of 2.1%. Now, I start to think of drops, if you see a drop in percentages, if you start to get over 2% or 2% and above, is something to take a note of, that there's a little bit of softening. Now, from my perspective, being in the business for a while, 2.1% in Lacey's market just means that those interest rates have now kind of bottomed us out, and you're going to start to see an increase in year over year, especially when we talk about a year from now. Next January, February, we're talking about the numbers. Ultimately, homes were selling at 97% of the list price, and it took about 40 days. So it's taken over a month for those homes. Now, it's interesting, we don't have a lot of inventory, but they're not moving quickly. And that's just something to note. And that's kind of what you're seeing a little bit in those rolling 12 months of the price being down just a touch. So let's jump into the Tumwater. 18 homes sold in the month of January, 7 of those being new construction, 11 of those happen to be resale, 27 new homes came to the market, 11 of those were new construction, 18 of those were resale, leaving us with 31 homes for sale and 2.2 months of inventory, which still isn't very much, but nonetheless, you'll notice it's a little bit more than Lacey. $519,000 is the average price, and that dropped 3.3%. in a rolling 12 months based upon the previous 12 months. So that's an important number to kind of know. And here's another interesting number. They sold at 100.3% of list price in 50 days. So what's that telling me? It means that a lot of sellers are giving concessions. They're helping those homes sell, which, and what I mean by concessions is they're paying for like closing costs and helping the home and help the buyer either reduce their monthly payment because they're paying down interest rate, a 2-to-1 buy down, or something of that sort. That's what we're starting to see there. Now, why I wanted to deal with Lacey and Tumwater separate than specifically Olympia is because Olympia's market's a different story. Olympia had 80 homes sold in the month of January. 77 of those were resale, 3 of them new construction. We know that in Olympia area, there's not as many resale or new constructions, although there are some, and you'll see that in 82 homes came to the market, 19 being new construction, 63 being resale. And at the end of the month, what we have is 126 homes on the market and 1.8 months of inventory. Well, that's kind of important to know because that gives us an average price, which is going to be a little bit different than our surrounding areas, of $608,000 for the average sales price. And that's up 1.2% versus a 12-month rolling time of rolling information of the previous 12 months. All of that's very important to know. And the reason that I wanted to break it down here, and this is the offer I want you guys to have, if you want a CMA, if you want to know what your home is currently worth in the market, whether you're Lacey or Tumwater or Olympia, just in the comments say, hey, CMA, please. What I want to give you is a CMA of what your home would be worth if you're looking to sell in the next 3 to 12 months. That way, it's not based on averages or algorithms, because there's so many things that go into that, because specifically like Tumwater, you might have some more rural properties. Rural properties sometimes sell a little bit longer. A lot of variables going into that. And I want to make sure you have the most informed information to help you in your home selling or home buying needs. Now, circle back to Olympia. We're selling at 100% or 100.1% in 30 days. It means that in essence, there's not a lot of inventory, but things are moving, priced right. There might be some concessions happening, not as much nearly, because you're seeing the price of homes actually increasing year over year for the month of January, which is important for you to know. So in the Lacey, Olympia, Tumwater area, and I just call it the big O, Olympia, that's what's taking place. I'm Joe Slawter with the Live Well Home Group, and if you find this information helpful and you'd like to talk about buying or selling, then click on the link in the description below and jump on my calendar. I'd love to have a conversation with you about that.